teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Broomstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Junior able to bring him down quickly.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Now it's 2nd down here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it in the open. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
The Ducks are in the red zone.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Brought down with the completion, moves the ball down to the 4. And the Ducks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Extra point try coming now. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a tough ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Grabbed by the receiver.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Looking to throw it again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Oh, he's bringing it back. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. Pressure is coming. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They make the tackle, but that he moves it inside the red zone.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead,
he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it on the move. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Brought down at the 43.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz.
Here he goes. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Ducks. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
On the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Sultan are able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
All right, test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. You got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. right. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Grab near the sticks. It's Baker. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, the ball comes loose. Defense picks it up on the run. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Big throw to the left. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Pitch play to the back. enter the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. And offensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Handoff taken following the right tackle. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Breaks. Now he's forced out with the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play.
I think this quarterback here is just desperate to try to make a play, and as he's trying to make that play, he's losing ground. This defensive speed is on display. Good job of getting him out of bounds.
third down. He drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? Third down and long. The defense, you think, is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. And midfield. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big...
Looking to make a big play downfield. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. They mix it up with a run. Miller's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And now the try for two. Direct snap. And it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the two-point play to go with the option call, but let's give credit to this defense. Good old-school assignment football. Took every option away, and then they rallied to the ball to keep him short.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time. They really want to find the end zone here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver makes the pitch. They stop it with 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Incompletion in the first half makes it 2nd and 10 in the 47. Second down, we're going to throw it. This time it's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 40. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. QB keeper all the way. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Wide open downfield. Here he goes. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Ball carrier tackled there. Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much bunch, and the back ends up taking it for just a few. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christian, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. And the Ducks come up to the line in a hurry-up. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Davison. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On the move now. He breaks free. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he dropped it. We do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring him 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that.
And here comes a deep shot. Buck inside the red zone and still running. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Back-to-back deep shots. his hands.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's another deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Fights through a tackle. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Red kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He's running out of time here. Looks like he's going to run it. He gets the first and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
That's caught. It's Jackson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
The back catches it on that play, Chris. Kind of looked like a receiver on the way they designed that play, and I love the toe tap at the end. He's in bounds. Nice game.
Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle finally made to win at the 13-yard line. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up 2nd down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them in bounds, and keep that clock moving.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to lose yards there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab, finding some room at the 25. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Working clock with the ground game.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They try to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game, in the postseason. You got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! They continue to roll up the score.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wrapped down the middle. It's Baker. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick, and looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
What if they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaks into the clear. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
He makes the catch and stays in bounds for the 2-point conversion. What a play. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Quick spin on the run. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offense.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Now the important point after attempt. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Set to kick this one away.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.